Hi, I'm Unique Model, aka Shantae Renee P for Positivity, and this is a channel for love and for healing. I want you to know that love begins with you, and it absolutely does. Be the love you want to see manifest in your life, and it will come. So this is a message about baggage. I had said last week or week before last that I was going to do one. And this is relating to your spiritual awakening journey. It is a journey, not a road trip. So, road trips are quick. You get to your destination, you come back. Journeys are very much so what they sound like, a journey. It's, winding roads, uphill battles, downhill slopes. It is most of the time continuous movement, and you may not always see what's around the corner. So this is where I'm coming to, where I had the dream and the baggage. So on our journeys, we actually are to release baggage, but sometimes we actually pick up baggage. So about last year, I had a dream where I kind of started off on a military facility, which is crazy. I actually, when I was 20, I got married to someone that was in the military. So I don't believe he was in the dream, but I was in this car. It was like a car from the 40s. And I started kind of off at, I think it was like a medical facility, and I started on this road, and I started driving. And as I'm driving, I think I already had some luggage in there, but as I'm driving, I am picking up more luggage, aka baggage. So it gets to a point in the dream where I am on a bridge, and excuse me, the bridge is low to the water. And in some points of the bridge, there's water over the road of the bridge, but I'm still able to drive through it. But then sometimes the car was actually going adjacent to the bridge, and it was in water, but I could still drive on the water. Don't ask me how, but water represents emotions for the most part in the flow of life. So at times I actually got off of the road, so I was still going in the right direction, but I was off of the path. But then I will be back on the path. So I eventually get back on the bridge, and I go back, coming back towards home. And where I actually ended up was actually at where I'm staying at now, which is the childhood home I grew up in. So as I'm coming back, I'm still dropping off bags, picking up bags, dropping off bags. But it got to a point where I just started dropping off, and I did not have that much left as I got closer to the house. So the house represents you, your home, your heart. You have released a lot of baggage. So that's kind of where I'm going with this message. On this journey, you release a lot of baggage. You also can pick up baggage, and some of that baggage is not yours. A lot of it is ancestral, but some of it we pick up from the people that we surround ourselves with the people that we interact with. So as I got closer to the house, I had less baggage. And then fast forward to the dream, home is where the heart is, that I had about 3 weeks ago. I had let myself into this man's house, which it was his house, it wasn't mine. But I was there, and I had a weekend bag in my purse. So they had brought the previous dream back to me, that you have done so much work releasing traumas and healing them. You have done so much work. And I'm hearing kudos to you. And it was very challenging, because they're giving me like pain in my head. Excuse me. It was very challenging for you, excuse me. But you did the work, or you're doing the work, or you're gonna do the work. Time is fluid, and you're on your own timeline. And I'm just gonna throw in there, you can jump timelines. But the work has to be done. There is no bypassing the work. Trust me, triggers will come back up to see how far you have come. I was triggered like hell last week during the Gemini full moon. My moon is in Gemini. I was feeling a lot. So what I was feeling was actually amplified as well. So that may be something that someone may want to look into as far as our birth charts are kind of like blueprints, and it kind of gives us like the makeup of us. So since I'm familiar with mine, but that is not one of my strong suits, I know when certain things are occurring astrologically, how it's going to affect me. You know, it's a vast amount of information out there. So I was triggered last week, and okay, I see this, I see what's going on, and I'm gonna sit with it for a minute, because sometimes, you have to feel those things. I know a lot of people in our society, we don't like to feel. We don't like to feel. We just want to make it feel better. But sometimes you have to sit in those energies in order to recognize the energy, where it's stemming from, and how you can move past it and move forward, and how you can heal it. So on our journeys, it is a journey. It is a journey. It is not a road trip. It is not a quick fix. You cannot put a band-aid on it, because it will resurface over and over. And they're giving me where I was going to do a video, but I'll just tie it in with this one. It is a spiral. It is not a circle. So not circles. So we do repeat. So that's the circle. We repeat things over and over, and that's how we do life. We do cycles and loops. But when you're really healing, you go in a spiral, and you're going to hit that same trauma, that same wound in another go around, but you're going to hit it at a different angle. And as you're hitting it and you're spiraling outwards, you're expanding. So you're expanding what your knowledge and what you tolerate, what you recognize. So you're also getting a broader view of things, so a higher perspective as well. So initially, like when it was tight in the spiral, it may have bothered you way more than it does now. But life is a spiral, not a circle. Even though a lot of us do circle back around, we just keep circling. So just remember, you thinking, oh, I healed that already. We're making sure, but also we're hitting that same wound or that same trauma from a different angle. And I know I had a lot of stuff that hit me last week. I got triggered by abandonment, rejection, because of relationship dynamic changes, and interacting with men, and it's like, oh God, I'm feeling the same thing. So trust me, I get it. I get it. But I sat with it, and came to terms with, okay, well, this is why this is happening, this is why that is happening. So I am on this journey with you. They're telling me to end it. I thank you for watching. I appreciate you. What is it? Make sure you appreciate yourself, and remember, happiness is homemade. Feed yourself some good shit. Mind, body, and spirit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.